All right, now that I'm done begging, let's talk about Mike Trout, who is not near the top 25 because injuries have derailed his career, even though he's still ultra valuable in the collector's market. But he is switching positions. He's going from center field to right field. Is this the right position switch for Mr. Trout?
Yes. Yeah,
Really?
I'm glad it's not DH too, right? I'm glad it's not DH. Obviously, the Angels lineup or the Angels roster, how they're built, like Jorge Soler's the DH and all this stuff, but it's the right move. I love it. We need to get Mike Trout on the baseball field. I don't care how it happens. I don't care what we do. Mike Trout needs to be on a baseball field, and baseball is better because of it. And so do anything, man. Just Mike Trout, please play baseball. That's it. I don't care how you do it. Like, play baseball.
I would have loved to have seen him move to first base. My problem is he's still going to be running in the outfield. He's still going to crash into walls. He's still going to do everything. I know they have a first baseman right now, but you got Mike Trout. And if you're ever going to trade him, put him at first base, get him healthy. We saw that the market for first baseman isn't huge. There's not a lot of first basemen out there. He becomes more valuable if he goes to first base. So why not move him there where he's going to have less of a chance to get injured? I don't know if he can play the position, but like Brad Pitt said in Moneyball, it's not that hard.
Yeah, and Ron Washington immediately said it's extremely hard. And Ron Washington might know a little something about the Angels as well. So I look at that and go, I don't disagree with you. To me, with Mike Trout, I think you have to limit everything you're doing with him and just keep him on the field. I can't say it enough. You have a very interesting team this year. You brought in Tim Anderson, you got Yoan Moncada, Jorge Soler. You're making these moves. Like, you have an interesting team, and you have some of the very best young talent in baseball. And you're talking about Hoppy, and you're talking about
Shamla.
What?
Nolan Shaniel.
Yeah, Zach Neto is really what I was going to go
Zach
with.
Neto's good too.
Said Zach Neto, dude. Don't say good. Like, this dude is. You're going to know his name. America will know his name in a couple years. This guy is an absolute stud. So Shamwell, good. But the problem is the Angels need to see these dudes play, and they need to be in their positions because once you have a first baseman, you can't. DH is your only spot to go, and you can't move Trout there yet. Soler is essentially rent a player ish. So if I have Trout, I'm going him there to DH or there to first, and just letting him hit. And I love it. Trout, again, like, you don't really hear him say a single word about it. He's like, I want to play baseball, man.
Do you think that this is the audition for the Phillies? Because I think so.
For Trout?
Yeah. There's a lot of people saying that Trout's going to end up in Philly this year.
That's an interesting thing. Who is Philadelphia's right fielder right now?
Doesn't matter. You move whoever the hell it is for Mike Trout.
I can't remember. It absolutely does. Like, because at this point, it's Nick Castellanos. He ain't going anywhere. Like, he's not going anywhere right now.
But if you platoon him a little bit in right, a little bit at first, and a little bit at DH.
Yeah, Max Kepler in left. That's not bad. Like, I would move Castellanos to left, Trout to right if I had to do this. My problem is you just became a very right-handed lineup. You got Marsh, you have Bryson Stott, you've got Harper, obviously Schwarber. So you actually got a mixed up lineup there. My problem with Philly, you got to be healthy, and I like it though. I think Trout, it'd be good for him to go home. Good to go home and play 3 years, 4 years healthy, hopefully, like, and then watch him play at home and then roll into the Hall of Fame as an Angel.
It's so funny. 8 or 9 years ago, we were just begging to see a World Series between Mike Trout and Bryce Harper, and now they could end up on the same team going to a World Series if that trade ever happened.
Yeah, and again, and I don't even know what the Angels would even get, because a lot of it would probably be eating contract for Philly. I think it'd be a great move. Again, like, you're going to sell jerseys. Oh my God. In Philly, you're going to sell so many jerseys that just do the trade, like, give up whatever they need and eat the money. If you just eat the money, you might get Trout. If you just say, hey, I'll eat the money you know, it's interesting. It's really that'd
It
be
won't cost you anything. If you say I'm willing to take on the whole contract, it'll cost a bag of baseballs. I think they're willing to move that contract right now.
it's just the guy and it's the man. It's like he's the Angels.
Yeah.
Like he is the Angels. And so that's the biggest hard part of it. Like, do you lose your fan base? I don't think you necessarily do. I think they need to cut Rendon, eat the contract, and move Trout and start where they're at right now and see what they have with some of these young players and build them up and see kind of go Oakland, Oakland a little bit.
And if you saw my last episode of Rookies to Relics, you saw that I am really high on buying Mike Trout cards right now. His value couldn't be any lower. So if you're looking for a nice little baseball card, go out and get a Mike Trout.